Ipsos polling exclusively for Global News shows if an election were held tomorrow, 36% of Canadians would vote for the federal Liberal Party. That's up 3 points since the late September throne speech and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's televised address. The Conservative Party has seen a small dip in support, down 1 point to 31%. The NDP has also slipped by 2 points, with support now at 18%. It's a 2-point drop for the Green Party as well, with 6% voter support. The Bloc Quebecois is up 1 point to 7% of the vote nationally. 1% of Canadians say they'd vote for some other party. 16% don't know who they'd vote for. And 4% say they don't plan to vote at all.
In our recent poll, we're finding some things that are expected and some things that are maybe unexpected. Let's start with the expected. We're seeing that the Liberals have improved slightly in the aftermath of the speech from the throne and also the Prime Minister's televised address. You know, this is his big opportunity to outline his master plans without really getting into the details of what the consequences are, how much it costs, what the opportunity costs are. And so we would expect to see a bump for the incumbent government, and that's exactly what we've seen. The Liberals are up 3 points. Essentially, all the other parties are down, a point to compensate. So the Liberals are now ahead by 5 points nationally. It's probably not yet majority territory. That's probably something that you would ask, but it's good news for them in certain parts of the country, and maybe more mixed news for them in other parts. Yeah, the fact that the Bloc Quebecois is doing well again in the province of Quebec stymies the efforts of the Liberals to march towards a majority government. I think that's, partly the reason why you saw the Liberals make such a quick deal with the NDP. It's not really in anybody's advantage, except perhaps Bloc Quebecois, to have an election. Blanchet said he was going to vote against any government, where the Prime Minister didn't step down as a result of recent scandals. So it really, the only deal that I think we could have seen was between the NDP and the Liberals, and they reached it very quickly. Yeah, this is really, really interesting. Almost an anomaly of sorts that the 55 plus, the boomer crowd that we like to talk about so much in polling, who typically supports the Conservatives very solidly, right now seemingly wooed by the Liberals and maybe all of the promises made by the Prime Minister in the speech from the throne. In order for the Conservatives to have a shot to be competitive at defeating the Liberals, there are two groups of people where they absolutely need to win, not just be competitive, but win, probably by close to double digits. One is boomers, those over the age of 55 plus, and right now the Liberals are actually leading by about 5 points. And the other group where traditionally Conservatives have needed to do well is men. Right now, there isn't much of a gap in terms of support for the Liberals or the Conservatives among men. The Conservatives only up by 2 points. In order for them to do well, that needs to be 5, closer to 10 points. And so we can see why the Conservatives really haven't moved all that much, really since the resignation of their former leader.